Here's what's up. You're going on your daily walk, doing your best to avoid human interaction. But people don't follow physical distancing protocols, so it's probably best to walk through the weird forest trail. Nobody ever goes in there, so you should be safe. And then, while you're walking, you find a glowing, possibly hazardous bottle with a note inside. What is it, you wonder? I should definitely open this very dangerous looking thing and stand here in this forest, reading it, distracted, completely alone, far away from where anybody could help me if something goes wrong. Look at that! An alien is willing to marry anyone who responds to this proposal. And the dowry is 3 Hershey's Kisses. Hey, congratulations. I'm really happy for you. But here's the thing, how are you going to get there to accept this proposal? Well, don't worry, Betty, I gotcha. Introducing wormholes. If you've ever watched any science fiction movie, you probably have seen this scene or something like it. It's actually pretty accurate, considering every website I've gone on to research this has used the exact same analogy. Wormholes link two different points in spacetime. Spacetime can be different locations or times, both, or even different universes. It's basically a tunnel that connects two different points. You want one of these things, trust me. If Alien Bay is halfway to another galaxy, it will take you way too long to get there. Wormholes allow for faster than light travel without breaking the laws of physics, which, and this is true, leads to you immediately vaporizing on the spot. Since locally, or inside the wormhole, you still wouldn't be faster than light that's also traveling through the wormhole. Outside the wormhole, though, you are way ahead of any light particles. If this was a race, this is basically what the scoreboard would look like. Wormholes were proposed by this dude named Ludwig Flum after he realized you could find a different solution to Einstein's theory of general relativity. Then Einstein himself and some guy named Rosen elaborated on the idea, which led to Einstein-Rosen bridges, or if you're a science fiction nerd, wormholes. These connections between space can be modeled as vacuum solutions to Einstein's field equations. In general relativity, gravitational collapse would result in a singular black hole, but in the Einstein-Cartan-Sciama-Kibble theory of gravity, it forms a wormhole. Side note, boy, were they determined to get their names in there. Nowadays, you're lucky to be the et al. In the citations of an overachieving NSci student who's single-handedly keeping Tims alive. In fact, wormholes are an intrinsic part of the maximally extended universe where spacetime has no edges. In this version of wormholes, they're a part of black holes. If there's a black hole interior where particles crossing the event horizon fall into, then there has to be a white hole as well, where particles appear to rise away from the event horizon. And just like there are two different interior regions of a black hole, then there has to be two different exterior regions, sometimes called, and this is true, two different universes. This means that black holes contain particles from either of those universes, and particles from either universe can escape from the white hole to the other universe. So, I solved all your problems, right? You have a way to get to your alien's home planet now? If this wormhole was connecting two areas of the same universe, it would pinch off way too quickly to allow anything other than light to go through. Also, it's not traversable in both directions, though I don't think you were ever planning on coming back. You'll need to find some exotic matter or negative energy density to stabilize these things so you can actually pass through. Theoretically, but at this point, what isn't? Quantum field theory allows states where energy can be arbitrarily negative at a given point. You could use this effect to stabilize wormholes too. You could also use a lovely thing known as an Ellis wormhole, which is geometric, non-gravitating, traversable, and surprise surprise, another solution to the field equations. But this solution is not like other solutions. This solution's been modified and includes two parameters. M fixes the gravitational strength, and N determines the curvature of the spatial field. You just have to set M to 0 and bam, out pops a wormhole. There are a few other types of wormholes too where exotic matter isn't needed, and one where no matter at all is needed for it to exist. But wait, is Alien Bay from a different universe? Particles going backwards in time don't go to their own universe, but to a parallel universe. With a very short time jump, you also can go to another universe. But this only works in the many world interpretations of quantum theory, so just don't use that theory, and we can all avoid this problem and go home. Let's go back to that traveling backwards in time thing. Remember how all the light we see is actually from dying stars? This love letter was clearly left to you by someone who is nothing but a corpse now. Unless you're into that sort of thing, we need to get you back in time. In principle, wormholes also allow you to jump back in time. By accelerating one of the wormhole mounts, like moving it to a significant fraction of the speed of light, or by moving it into the gravitational field of something with a higher gravity than of the other end of the wormhole, and then returning it to a point near the other opening or to the point of origin, congrats! You accelerated a wormhole. And the end that was accelerated will look younger to an outside observer than the end that remained stationary. But since time connects through the wormhole, just go through the old end and get out the baby end, and you would appear to be exactly the same as when you left. This means that wormholes can be used to simply travel through time, not exactly as a time machine, since you couldn't go back before the wormhole was created. But hey, wormholes also might have been created at the beginning of the universe, so I figure you got a pretty good range in your hands. Really, the only thing you have to do is find a wormhole. I have no idea if they actually exist, and neither do the people who actually get paid to study these things. Some of them think it could be a projection of the fourth dimension. You can find one based on how it affects the light around it, and they're probably going to be very small. Like 10 to the negative 33 small. But come on, if finding it is all you have to do, are you really going to let that get in the way of your alien green card?